Cedric, my man, we're at the Super Bowl weekend in LA.
Lit!
It is a party, man.
Lit,
now, have you
buddy.
been? How long you been going? Because this is Friday. Did you start today, or is
oh,
it?
No, man. I've been going. I think the first event I went to was Wednesday night.
Okay.
So, but you know, I've been working. So I've been working since Tuesday. I directed my show Monday and Tuesday. So I've been grinding, man.
Hey, look, man. We can talk about all your success in career and movies and all. You've reached some heights that people aspire to be. But if I could ask you a question, a little bit different. If we could talk about Cedric, what was it like growing up before anybody knew you? When as a kid, was it you grew up in a poor family, a middle class?
Middle class. My mother was a single parent, single parent household.
Okay.
My mother was the school teacher.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, I would say it was like, you know, it felt middle class.
Okay.
My mother, you know, she knew how to live and would make sure we did vacations, we went places. You know, we had nice clothes.
Yeah.
And it was just me, and I have a younger sister, and that was it, and my mom.
Yeah.
So, you know, and my dad was around, but not like really in the household. So,
And so there's a lot of the mom raising and so forth. Tell me this, any favorite meal your mom cooked that always stood out as a kid?
Oh, man, you know, it was a couple of them. One was she used to do cream-style corn.
Cream-style corn?
Yeah. With, like, pork chops.
Okay.
And this kind of like cornbread that was in the skillet. That was great. And that was one of my favorites right there. I don't even eat cream style corn no more, but I remember like as a kid, like that taste was like
that was
one
it.
that I can remember, man. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: as a kid, a lot of kids nowadays, if you told them a message, if you will, what does it take to, as a young person right now, succeed when tough times come and struggles come? How do you succeed as a young man right now?
I mean, I think the real key thing is that you had a lot of choices in the world.
Yeah.
A lot of opportunities come at you. One is to just believe in yourself. Don't look at failures as that you've fallen.
Okay.
You just look at those as opportunities to get better at what it is that you believe you can do. So I think so many times, you know, the youth, they believe that they have to define themselves right away.
Yeah.
Like whatever they do, that's who they are. You're like, no, you're gonna keep morphing, you're gonna keep growing.
Yeah.
So trust that part and build something that has strong foundation based off the fact that you try things.
Yeah.
Some things you do well and some things you don't. But when you try them, you learn, you know, and that's how you have a real strong foundation to go where you can go to the heights that, you know, nobody knows that you can reach. So.
I love it, man. Let's switch gears for a second.
Yeah.
We talk about you as a kid. I want to talk about you as a father, though, right now. When I say the word father, what does it mean to you? What's the first thing you have?
The first thing is, you know, you're the protector, you're the provider, and you're the leader. I mean, I do kind of come from that old school tradition that the father is the head of the household. And I operate in that space, knowing that I also have a dynamic wife. That's also, you know, we're partners, but I know that I'm there to lead and guide these children. I
like that word, protect.
Protect.
It's a good word. Coming from a father, you have the children and the young children. You've got, of course, wonderful children. Any story or of a thought that pops up as a proud father with them graduating or something they did. Any unique thing that makes you proud as a father?
You know, it's a couple of things. One, you know, my son had a desire to act, and I didn't know this, you know. And I was away. I was doing a project out of town, and he went and did a movie where he also, not only did he kind of like steal the show, but he like did an accent. He was like so in the character that everybody, when they saw me, they were like, "Yo, your son is amazing." I had no idea.
He didn't even tell you he was doing it.
It was just one of those great things when his moment belonged to him. And it was no longer about him being my son, but I was his father. So that was
proud
dope
moment.
Switch, right?
One of those unique switch moments.
You're like, oh, that's dope. That's dope.
When you talk about children, and if you could, you got young men that are maybe about to have they got married, they're about to have their first kid, and they're about to hit fatherhood. What's some advice you give a young man about to become a father?
Again, I think, you know, the one thing is about the child is coming to the world, that child didn't have the choice. You have to stay steady, you have to stay focused, you have to know that you have to be intentional about that child. There's you no longer have the option, like so many, you know, households where we grew up, where the ideology is that somehow you can
not be there, not
let
be present.
Responsibility go.
Responsibility.
Yeah, you no longer have the option. You have to be responsible. You have to know that this is now a life choice, and you got to rock with it.
Own it and run with it. Commit to it, man. I like that.
Man up.
When you talk about last little section here, man, you talk about being your wife. You mentioned your wife a while ago, and you talk about being a husband and leader.
Yeah.
What is it like having that partnership where you have that trust and that dynamic of being in that relationship like that?
I know that relationships are difficult.
Yeah, ups, downs.
People do that, but for me is to like have that kind of have a kind of relationship with someone that is there for you and you're there for them.
Yeah.
What you learn in relationships is that that's really what it's about. You are in the service business. you once you get married, your idea is to serve her, and if she is a true dedicated woman, her whole day is to serve you.
Yeah.
And if y'all taking care of each other, nobody's being selfish.
Yeah.
We just figured out how to get it done for the whole. And so I believe that's what I got. I got a dynamic wife that makes sure that I really don't want for nothing. And so in turn, I do the same for her.
The word service, that's a good word, man. I like that. And it's unique in our world today. You think about all the different marriages, but having that opportunity to lead with service and with each other, man, that's unique. Last question I got for you, Cedric, I'll let you go, man. Talk about I am me. It's just about being the authentic person. When life is all said and done, and you look back, you got friends and family and kids, and of course you got fans that follow you and know you. But if you could have them know you as one word, like remember Cedric as this: I was a man of X.
Oh,
what would that be, man?
That's great, man. I guess.
What does it know Cedric
what is that one word, man? That's crazy, man. I guess I would be joyous.
Joyous.
I would be.
That's a good word for you.
Joyful person. I feel like when you see me, I exude that. I try to give that to people.
Yeah.
I try to make sure that that we get enough of that in the world. My attitude is to wake up and try to find the joy in life, man. And try to give it. Try to get some.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's amazing what laughter does for humans, for society, for culture.
But I'm talking about a hello.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a, hey man, nice shirt.
Yeah.
Something that just like, you just offered that to somebody else and it was dope. You're like, thank you.
It's amazing. I've been here interviewing people this whole day today, and when you walk through here down the kind of alley, you brought joy. Like the people around you. It was coming out of you. You know what I mean? So that's the perfect word. You put smiles on a lot of people's face. Just being that joyous person.
That was a challenge, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find the right word. I was all through the Rolodex, like
the dictionary.
Partnipicus. That's not a word, son. Right? Everybody trying. I bailed on it. I was like,
we're gonna go with joy. 3 letters. Joy.
Woo! I killed it.
Nah, dude, that's you've made a lot of families happy, man. You put myself included, man. You've helped a lot of people, man, with that joyous word. Cedric, man, it's been a privilege, it's been an honor, man.
Thank you, man.
Great interview, man.